Yeah, I've had enough about the early icing calls. I might even... No, never mind.
No, go. Let that crazy CP brain go.
For a second there, I was going to say...
We're going to close out.
Like we're going to do every Friday with a little bit of a temper tantrum. A little bit of a rant. Last week we ranted about the Panarin hit.
Yeah. People yapping about it.
This week, we got something about the officiating. Do you want to start or me?
I can start. Little old DP rant. Listen. I hate ref rants. I hate it.
Because
officiating's been terrible
this
year. Listen. There's always bad calls. There's always suspect calls. We could rant all day.
The calls should be even. We all agree.
There's something... Shut your whore mouth. There's something specific that we got to rant about. And I want to say, I like refs.
Yeah.
When I was playing, I would love chatting with the refs. Get on their good side a little bit,
Call
maybe.
him, sir.
Shout out our boy Chris Rooney. These guys are amazing people. They're great at their jobs.
Oh, my God. Sorry to stop the rant. That is my favorite part about the ref bitching.
I know.
I'm like, would you like to try it, dude?
Yeah.
It's one of the hardest jobs in the world.
We always talk about how fast the game is. Imagine being on the ice with them trying to
call offside.
Like, shut up.
Like, the fact that they nail that so often is baffling.
So I'll come to refs' defense a little bit. I will say this, though. Fucking enough with the 4-inch just offsides calls.
Okay.
Guys are carrying the puck in the zone. They reach the red line. They not even dumping it in. They're putting it in deep so their forwards can go crash in and get it. And they're 4 inches from the red line, and these refs are going like this. Icing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you said offside.
Oh, did I say offside?
Yeah.
My bad. Icing.
Dude.
Didn't mean to say offside. Icing. Enough is enough with these fucking... yeah, it's just barely icing. Fuck off.
Dude, we saw Charlie McAvoy got called on one.
Yeah.
We saw it happen to Edmonton last night. We're recording Thursday. It happened in Edmonton Game 5.
Happened to Dewey in Game 4 of the Kings-Oilers series.
I understand that there is a rule. That it's if you're this side of the red line, that's icing. I understand that. And for the baseball fans out there, it reminds me a lot of that neighborhood play on the double plays when they used to let the middle infielder just kind of be near second. And be like, he's out. Like, you don't even have to touch the base. Yep. Icing has felt like that always. Where they're like, just get fucking close, dude, and throw it in there. And it is like that in the regular season. And I get, of course, too, that the playoffs are more intense and you want to crack down on this shit, but it just... I don't feel like they call all of them. Like, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, dude, that you were a step away. And if you're gonna start doing that bullshit of, like, you weren't at the red line, then I'm like, okay, then this now needs to be, like, a challengeable thing where I can literally go to a video and be like, the puck wasn't over the red line, if you want to get that gnarly, which I don't want.
Yeah, we can all agree
I'm being like, get fucking close to the red line and get off my ass. The only point I'll hear, and I want your take on this, is if a forward is actively trying to not let that defenseman get the red line. Because he's like, oh, like, I want to force you to make a play. So they step, a foot before and are about to hit the rushing defenseman, and he shoots it in. To let that be fine, because you're like, he was close enough. I am kind of like, that sucks. Because you're working hard to make sure he doesn't get that line.
We live already in a judgment-based zone with NHL referees, with hockey referees. It's a judgment game. So I'm fine with that. Leave it to judgment. If a guy is rushing the puck up, there's no pressure. They clearly have possession. They're not scrambling. They're not looking for an ice for a change. And they dump it in, and it's the neighborhood vibe.
Dump it in
it's
early,
a little early. Don't fucking blow that. But yeah, if
they got pressure.
If a forechecking or... Yeah, a forechecking player on the opposing team puts a little pressure on them and they dump it a little early, I'm okay with that being icing, and that's where the judgment comes in.
Because I'm like, you were going to get hit, dude. You were going to get hit, and you let it go early.
Yeah.
And that's an ice.
It's these ones where these guys there's really no pressure on them, but it is the right play to be like this, I'm getting pucks in deep right now.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's an icing. I'm like, fuck off, dude. And that's what these players are doing. These players are like, are you fucking joking me, dude? Like, that was not a fucking icing.
Yeah.
I have the red line. I want a turn into situation in baseball neighborhood rule here.
Yeah.
If the extension of my stick.
Oh, I like this.
hits the red line.
Okay. Yeah.
As in, I'm
Chara could have fucking shot it in from his own zone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna start getting more guys like Rempe on the ice.
Yep.
If this is the case. But you know what I mean. If I'm
I love
up
this.
and I dump it in and the extension of my stick is on or over the red line, I'm kind of like the momentum too.
Yeah.
Not like a dump reach. I'm talking like I shoot it.
Yeah.
We're getting the red line here.
Come on, I'm there.
We're getting the red line.
Yeah, I'm had enough about the early icing calls. I might even no, never mind.
No, go. Let that crazy CP brain go.
For a second there, I was gonna say it should only be icing if you're in your own zone. Any dump from the neutral zone should be okay. For a second there, I was gonna say that.
Can I be honest with you?
Yep.
I see why you wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Because part of me is like, you're out of the zone.
I'm like, whatever, dude. Just fucking like, if you get it out of your zone, then I'm like, just chip it in there. Who gives a fuck? Yeah. Like, it's hard to get out of your zone. I shouldn't also have to get to that red line. No. I might be saying it now.
No. Listen, I like that you're exploring things. You're letting your mind wander a little bit, but we
saying it. No,
we can't be saying stuff.
I got to think about that for a second.
Think about stuff like you're going for a stretch pass. Like if you're taking the risk and it misses, touches no one, that's got to be.
Well, that's actually what I hate about it. Like I feel like it's a dumb. If I'm out of my own zone, I cross my own blue line, and I see my off wing cutting, and I fire a pass to him, and it misses him. The fact that that's icing, I'm like, what, dude? Come on.
What are you talking about?
That should be fine. I'm out of my zone. If you're trying to fire a stretch pass from deep in your zone and it's icing, I'm like, yeah, you missed him.
You're getting out of control here.
I think there should be.
No, I like you thinking about it.
Yeah,
but we can't hang our hat on.
All right, fine. Keep the icing at the red line, but chill with the calls on the intense laser down the line. Don't need it.
Yes.
Don't need a laser pointer. I just need some common sense.
Yeah.